So in case you're wondering, here is just a quick explanation of how this thing works. Now, we've got these here, let me angle this a little bit towards the camera. We've got these 6 claws that are basically attached with these little transmission joint things that just sort of can angle however you want them to be. And that's how the rotation of this is transmitted throughout this entire tentacle. Tentacle, really, it's just 2 hinges. But essentially these 6 joints are all interconnected, and they just form like the ring that keeps all of these rotating in unison like this. And I've got, let's see if you can see them, rubber bands. You can't quite see them that well. Here's one. There's one on each of the bigger claws, and that's just to help it close and open very easily, because of the weight of the claws. Just usually keeps them open in this position, and they don't really stay closed that well without the rubber bands. And essentially what's happening here is the part that's fixed here. These big claws are actually comprised of 2 separate parts that hinge. The outer part, this part, is what's attached to the ring, and then this inner part is hinged, and this part is fixed on the end of the tentacle, this end of the hinge, so that it just hinges freely like this. And when the claw closes, essentially what it's doing is just lifting the ring. This center mechanism, this center assembly here, is all attached to the ring and not to the actual tentacle, so it just slides freely on this axle. And this axle is also attached to a sliding gear down in here, so that it can it can rotate as well as slide in and out. And eventually in a later version I'll have the opening and closing controlled from down at the base, as well as the movement of the tentacle with some actuators, maybe some servos. But essentially when this ring moves up and down, these fixed parts of the tentacles don't move, but the outer parts do, and so that just moving up and down creates this rotation which closes the claw. And so when that's all attached together, like so, get that all in. When that's all attached together, that closes and opens the claw. And the transmission just sort of keeps it all in unison, making sure everything closes all at once. And that's essentially how this thing works. Have a nice day.